I'm Kimberly Meyer, and I am author of Murder at Constellation House. This is a cozy supernatural mystery, so if you like Mary Higgins Clark and Agatha Christie and MC Beaton, but they didn't have enough ghosts for you, this is your ticket. So you can find it on Amazon in Kindle or paperback format, and I'm so excited. I had a lot of fun writing it, and I really hope you have fun reading it, and I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in reviews or comments, and let's talk about what it is. So, this is a mystery set in the Gilded Age and in 2015, and essentially an inventor builds a mansion in Newport, Rhode Island, and he possibly makes some mistakes in his time, and so we follow the outcomes of some pretty big decisions, both in the Gilded Age and the present day. So the first reading I'm going to do, because I'm a first-time author and you don't know if you want to read my book, is I am going to read some of the diary entries from the inventor. His name is Aldrich Grenier, and he has a lot to say in his diary. So let's see what's going on. From the archive at Constellation House, Saturday, September 16th, 1876. This evening, at her parents' table, Clara laughed off my quest for the Light Antagonist. A distinguished guest agreed and called it a grand farce not grounded in actual science. They all snickered at my folly. She has gone too far. The opposite of light is out there, shielded from our view by darkness, but not of it. The Light Antagonist. I will prove its existence once and for all when I build the agiscope to measure its wavelength and particles. Clara will marvel at the proof of this unseen force, and see I am right. It is not her fault that she opposes me. The charlatans in our set have her ear and whisper that all mankind's needs have been provided on Earth. I say they can have Earth. God gave me a universe to explore, and I want her by my side for the journey. Clara Parker, I do not want to break you to my will, but I know my duty. This is a poor way to begin a marriage. I'll even get to the page. Okay. From the archive at Constellation House, Monday, August 15th, 1885. I entreat you, Constellation House, to guard the agiscope well. It is our ticket to immortality. We'll be canonized together as the creator and stronghold of all it will show the masses. Seeing its gears glinting in your observatory, realized in this world, not just a sketch from a feverish night, is ecstasy. Once my calculations are completed, we will point it heavenward and search for our prey, the Light Antagonist. Please, ignore my friends when they come for dinner and waste our evenings arguing that the opposite of light is darkness. I smile and watch them scrape their plates clean next to our fulgurite, that perfectly preserved specimen of a lightning bolt's passage. They didn't think it was possible to capture the shape of lightning, yet they take the fulgurite for granted, like a commonplace tea cozy, now that I have shown it to them. It will be the same with our prey. Never forget, light is energy and darkness is just a void. There's something else with the vital force of light out there that opposes it. My friends aside, we're in good company here in the Newport summer. I am enjoying acquainting myself with the estates and people of this area. Droves of our kind are out and about, ambitious, rich, proud men. Their company is most agreeable. The year-round locals are also proud and hardworking, though poor. They remind me of my own family back in Quebec and the long hours spent in the fur trade. I wish I could have told my freezing cold 11-year-old self that you were in his future. There is one remarkable difference between where I was raised and here. By the Saguenay Ford, the people were spaced far apart in the forest, but crammed together in meager homes. In Newport, people are crammed together in the boulevards, but spaced far apart in their mansions. I think it is lonelier this new way. You will have to be my companion, not just my abode, in our monumental undertaking. Clara is pleased with the adornments in your viscera. She is planning a grand ball to welcome our set inside you on the last week of the summer holiday. Her pleasure in these details is helping us get on better, and our marriage provides more convenience with each passing day of détente. Thank you for that. Now to his next diary entry. From the archive at Constellation House, Tuesday, September 1st. 1885. Perched on a sledge of furs, I would marvel at the twinkling lights of the stars in the void above me. Even back then, my uneducated mind recognized stars would not look as beautiful in a bright blue sky. The tiny light shone in the void of darkness. But hurtling along the frigid, wooded paths, I grew dissatisfied with the idea that nothingness was light's true inverse. Light creates life. It warms us. Its opposite had to actively oppose these actions, not simply stand as a receptacle for its work. The siren song of something else waiting to be found called to me. After grueling years of education and research, I am sure I'm right. The building blocks of the universe are symbiotic dualities that feed off each other, like war and peace and good and evil. These dualities contain antagonists, two active energies that exert pressure on each other, shaping our history. The interplay of these opponents is in the very structure of the creation of the universe. Sir Isaac Newton summed it up nicely in his third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The same is true of matter, biology, and religion. But light and darkness are not a symbiotic duality, because the dark is void, not force. Void doesn't push back, it simply enhances. Somewhere out there, light's opposing force, its antagonist, exists, and I will find it. The documentation of this force will be my addition to the compendium of science, reserving my rightful place in the pantheon of scientific history. I am sure that light's antagonist must have a particle and wavelength, like light. The agiscope is properly tuned to connect with its signal, and the auger helmet will pick up its signature here on Earth. Clara, I am not wrong about this. On the eve of opening the observatory dome shutter and firing up the agiscope, I will note the foolish questions you hurled at me. When you finally shower me with the admiration that is my due, I will flip back to this page, remind you of your lack of confidence, and let you apologize properly. Clara, this is the foolishness you assailed your husband with at tonight's dinner. What if the light antagonist shouldn't be found? Light, God, and good are harmonious elements with similarities that illuminate each other. The same is true of darkness, Satan, and evil. If it's true that darkness is merely void, and therefore the wrong word to associate with Satan, wouldn't the light antagonist take its place? If so, shouldn't we leave it alone? A weaker man would have given up in the face of such an onslaught, but I hold fast to the knowledge that nothing was placed in the universe for mankind to ignore. In future, I trust you will be more willing to obey. So, those are a few excerpts from Aldrich Grenier's diary, the inventor that started 500 pages of what you'll find out about. And if you're interested in hearing more, I'll be posting other videos with other readings from modern day characters and different scenes that I think you'll enjoy. If you're interested, again, it is on Amazon, both in Kindle and paperback, Murder at Constellation House. And thank you so much for listening. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate it. I hope this has been a fun moment in your regular day. If you do buy it and you do like it, if you could leave a review on Amazon, that would be amazing. I am author K. Meyer on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and I try to write about things besides Murder at Constellation House. So I just reviewed a podcast I really liked, and just looking for different interesting things to take our mind off everything else. So, thank you. Bye.